Hey, so I want to make this video really quickly about ENFJ Rage. It's really funny because as I was making this video, the song that I pulled up was a song by Enigma called I Love You, I'll Kill You. And I was like, if that's not a sign from the universe to make an ENFJ Rage video, then I don't know what it is. So it's really funny because I think a lot of people have a viewpoint of ENFJs as just these happy-go-lucky people who don't really experience anger, or that they just, kind of disappear when they get angry or something like that. And it's really crazy because so often what you see of an ENFJ, especially if you don't know them, is the tip of the iceberg of their emotions sometimes and what they feel safe expressing to you. And underneath that, there can be, like other types, iceberg of rage or volcano. I don't know. You choose your metaphor. But the real whole reason I'm making this video is because it's fascinatingly. I came across this link on Tumblr about how different types would commit murder, and I thought the ENFJ one was perfect. So I'll read it. It says, ENFJ killed someone they knew on accident in a spontaneous rage, then tried to cover their tracks but turned themselves in eventually due to guilt. And I just thought that was like the funniest shit ever, because ENFJs, we're a passionate people, and all the NF types are, and I think it's really important that people realize that there's can be whole oceans. I kind of made another video, oceans of emotion, about rage specifically, because we live in a culture where it's just not dealt with in a healthy manner at all. And I, to be honest, had a really kind of a little bit shocking day because I live in Montana, in a college town, and what happened today was I came across the newspaper. Actually, I was driving someone. They were like, "Did you know some murder suicide happened?" And what actually happened was someone that was in my grade. She was married, and her husband was a police officer, and he killed her, and then he killed himself. And not only that, but they had children, and it really kind of probably is sending shockwaves through the community, because he had been on the police force for 12 years, and this wasn't these weren't a couple that were, stereotypically, they had never had domestic disturbance apparently, and there was no history of violence. And it's just like crazy because all of these things are coming into alignment today, saying I should speak about the rage. And these are people who were greatly loved, had families, and it's horrifying and really just heartbreaking because they're leaving behind, I think 3 kids. And I have friends who know them, and, uh, people I know who went to their wedding, and yeah, it's just came out of nowhere, and this kind of thing is so horrifying to people and really devastating on so many levels. But I think what needs to be captured is that, there could have been a million reasons why this happened, who knows. But I think that what it pertains to this video is that ENFJs or ESFJs or a lot of NF types, they suppress their anger for such a long time, so often, that when it does come out, it can come out in these violent bursts, and it's like the release valve. And I'm still trying to figure this out myself, but when I came across the ENFJ post about how it was someone they knew and killed them in spontaneous rage, it's like that is very much something like if an ENFJ walked in on someone cheating on them or something like that. That is like very much the "I'll love you, I'll kill you" kind of sentiment, and it's very dramatic. And it's something that I think a lot of types don't realize about ENFJs and NFs, is that they aren't always communicating what they're feeling with you, and it's hard to express that level of rage because they don't feel safe doing it. And I really feel like I have such a calling for some reason in this society to work with anger, because we're not taught how to deal with it, and rage especially. And I have this book that I'm reading on rage, and it's really fascinating because people are like, oh, he was furious or angry, but rage is this very specific type of energy. It's a energy that is catalytic, and it's a physical response. And I came across this passage that I want to read because I feel like it very much captures it. So it says, total rage. A total rage is an extreme event more powerful than even the strongest types of normal anger. When you have a total rage, the word anger completely understates your experience. To say that ragers get angry is like saying a tornado is a bad storm. No, you aren't angry. You're absolutely, unbelievably furious about whatever is troubling you. Total rage is the cyclone of wrath, the level 5 hurricane of vengeance. Rages like this are a total body and mind event that transforms a person into a potentially lethal instrument of destruction. Your entire body can become consumed in a rage. Your heart starts pounding. Your hands turn into fists that pound on tables until they are bloodied and broken. Your voice may rise an octave. Your legs shake. Some people literally see red because the rush of blood being pumped far too quickly and powerfully expands the capillaries in their eyes, bursting blood vessels. This is the kind of force that I'm speaking of that ENFJs are capable of from suppressing anger. And likewise, it can turn into a depression or, on the opposite end of the scale. And I guess this will be like a multi-part series about anger that I want to work on, but I just, I have a lot of compassion for people in the prison system because I understand how 3 seconds, it's like bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, and someone's life is completely changed and things are shattered and destroyed. And people are like, and then they're like, he's a fucking criminal. He's a horrible person. And it's like, no, you're simplifying it. That's not what it is. It's an iceberg of emotion, and you're trying to label something to fit into good person, bad person, and it's just not that simple. And these people, that passed away today, I can't imagine their families, the amount of pain and devastation they're going through, because these are functioning members of society, productive members of society, who no one would have expected this to have happened, and the most violent act possible. And now there's orphans left on this planet, because of that. And it's forever going to shift and course correct other people's lives. And I feel like we have a duty as feelers, as, ENFJs, to really understand and channel this energy of rage, because it's a scary thing, man. And it's it's a violently explosive thing as well. But I talked about like the goddess Pele in my other videos because she's the volcano goddess and she erupts, and the Hawaiians fear her, but they also greatly revere her because they understand that she brings new life and energy to the islands. And I feel like rage is something that greatly has that potential, but it's shunted and disrespected and disregarded and treated with such disrespect in this culture that fucking nobody is allowed to honor it and express it in a way that gives it voice. And it's part of my journey. And as a nation, collectively, there's a lot of it, and it's not being dealt with. And I feel like on a microcosmic level that maybe I could help teach something about it as I learn about it myself. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks.